All right, so welcome to another reading with me. I am really excited to be doing these readings in 2025. I hope your new year has started off wonderfully, or at least in a good way. But this is going to be a collective reading, so take what fits, leave what doesn't. And I am just talking about energy when I mention masculine and feminine. So take it as it fits and place it where you will. Now, I'm gonna do several smaller readings, which is like a little different than my typical readings. Because I want to cover different topics, I guess. This one I'm going to start with the masculine and feminine and see what it is, like major themes and stuff coming up in the energy for both. And then I'm going to do a reading though on finances and career, if that is something that you're interested in knowing about for 2025, or at least the next few months, because energy is very fluid and it changes with our free life choices, free will choices. So energy is not gonna remain the same. Yeah. Ooh, so I got Secrets Revealed, Queen of Sheba. Speak up. There is something about closed mouths don't get fed. All right. So I'm seeing there's somebody connecting with this reading, whether it's you or somebody connected to you who wants or needs something, but they're not asking or saying it. Could be fear related. Just lack of confidence. Ooh, I got divine lineage. Somebody's getting crowned, or their crown is being revealed. A divine lineage. This is definitely some progression happening for someone here. Elevating. There's a lot of water in this, so you might be a water sign. If this is about somebody connected to you, they might be a water sign. Water is connected to spirituality and emotions and really life, but so it could just be related to that. We got alchemy. Queen Nefertiti. All right. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Because this top card says betrayal. It's Aunt Nancy. Somebody's name might be Nancy. And grounding on the bottom. Okay, so there may have been some betrayal that somebody's just really getting over right now. There's been a lot of emotions tied to this, and this person's just grounding themselves right now. That could also be what this not speaking up is about. Having been through a betrayal, maybe just not trusting themselves or being able to trust people. But anyways, I'm gonna move on with that and see what we got coming up for the divine masculine energy. And let's see. Alright, so transformation, first thing for the divine masculine. Pluto, the sovereign of the underworld. So things that have been hidden, coming up for clearing. It's bringing transformation. This could be things that this person has had, this divine masculine, has had to heal, fix, etc. and have been avoiding. And this could also be related to your inner divine masculine if it's not an external person. And says your mission is to unearth what lies hidden beneath the ocean's depths. Focus on confronting matters of power and restrictive beliefs. Okay. Well, it's quite fitting that it comes right under the Secrets Revealed card, so definitely got my interest peaked just to see what is being revealed. But innocence, okay. Rekindle your connection with you and nurture your inner child. Embrace the belief in the impossible once more, allowing your imagination to shape your reality. All right, so there's something that this person, this divine masculine energy, wants or needs, but they may have given up on that dream or that idea, that desire, and just being like, it's far-fetched, it is childish, it's just a fantasy. So it's kind of like they gotta learn to believe in magic again. So, you know, it could also be related to whatever betrayal they experienced. It's like it took away their innocence, their, I guess you can say, their trust or belief in the magic of the world, etc., of life. This person might have just become very cynical or jaded. Solitude. All right. Dedicate time each day to be alone, allowing yourself to reconnect and listen to your soul. This is an opportunity to connect with the divine feminine. Okay. So if this is about your internal divine masculine energy, this is coming together, taking some time in solitude and silence to reconnect with yourself and to balance out both the masculine and feminine energies within you. And it's interesting that it's under divine lineage. And if this is brought to external energies, but it's like masculine and feminine external energies, two separate people. This is like a divine pair, divine counterpart pairs. And there is some, I would say, reunion, reconnection happening here for somebody. But in order for that to happen, or maybe it's like the two of you coming out of solitude, or this masculine coming out of solitude, so that the two can reconnect. Gut check. Trust your intuition. Pay attention to how your body responds. Okay, so there for this transformation, and when you think about transformation and the word alchemy here of Nefertiti, alchemy is really the process of changing a lower base metal into something of higher value. So it's like turning lead into gold, and that requires purification. So it is about transformation as well. And the alchemist is like, sometimes they call it the magician, right? So it's a beautiful process. So this is about this person healing themselves and them remaking themselves into the person they want to be, into this higher being, this divine lineage, person of this divine lineage. So let's see what the divine feminine got going on. Okay, so first thing out here for the divine feminine, I am an empowered sexual being. All right. Interesting. So there's transformation for the masculine under the Queen of Sheba, where secrets are being revealed, and I am an empowered sexual being for the divine feminine. So some of the secrets and this whole transformation thing for both might be related to sexuality. And when you do think about Pluto being the god of the underworld, connected to sex, death, magic, spirituality, which is connected to the sign of Scorpio. So yeah, interesting. Oh, we got 1111 on the bottom of this deck here. So alignment 2025 is definitely starting out very well, very good for someone, some people. Everything's aligned. Okay, when the course of suffering ends, the suffering ends. So there is a lesson. Divine feminine saying, when the lesson that the suffering is supposed to bring ends, is learned, the suffering ends. It's like whenever something shows up in your life, whatever lesson it's meant to teach you, once you grasp that lesson, it's like that thing goes away. It's no longer necessary. And almost the same way how your life path, your trajectory can change. If a certain path was supposed to teach you a lesson, you're supposed to learn and grow on a certain path, but you learn that lesson without getting on that path or before getting on that path, then there's no need for that path anymore. So your trajectory changes. It's kind of like one of the reasons why things just start happening suddenly in your life, or sudden just changes of direction in your life happens. There was something that you were meant to be doing on that path you were on that's no longer necessary. Alright, so everything is always happening for me and not to me. Okay. So you know what this is giving me here is that this divine masculine energy is being guided to reconnect with their inner child, nurture their inner child, and believe in the impossible again, believe in their childhood dreams, desires, etc. But the divine feminine is saying when the course of suffering ends, the suffering ends. So it's this betrayal that was experienced, the pain of that betrayal, it took away this person's innocence. It's kind of giving a whole mirroring energy with the 1111 on the bottom. You're both aligned, both pretty much mirroring each other's experiences and pain and the lessons that you had to learn. but again, you're going through it or responding in different ways. So I'm getting like the divine feminine has learned those lessons already, and it's like the divine masculine is following. They're going for this transformation right now, learning these lessons that the divine feminine has already learned. So it's like reconnecting with their inner child, getting out of that place of being cynical after being hurt so much. It's kind of, you have to take a different perspective. What is the lesson that you were supposed to learn from these painful relationships, from this betrayal? And once you learn that lesson, this sense of betrayal goes away. It's almost like they've been repeating patterns. There's been patterns of betrayal happening in their life, and it's like they were not grasping the lesson, you know? They were more focused on the pain as opposed to the lesson. And it's like almost like the divine feminine having a eureka moment, like, I've been through this. Once I grasped the lesson that the pain was trying to teach me, it went away. The pain went away. And I think the divine masculine is getting on board, and getting on that level. But yeah, and everything is always happening for me, not to me. It's like a perspective change, and that requires faith, right? Not one of the things is not personalizing things. When things happen, you know, even when it seems like it's unpleasant things that you don't want to happen, they're happening because they're for your highest good. So it's like, you will always get what you need, okay? You may not always get what you want, but you will always get what you need. And your soul will never lead you down the wrong path. So if it may seem like things are being taken from you and you're experiencing a lot of loss, is because those things, especially in the fact that it's fallen under divine lineage, it's like those things, they're not worthy of you. It's not that you're not worthy of them. They're not worthy of you. So they're being removed from your life. Okay, that's not your path. You are selling yourself short, limiting yourself. So, yeah. That also does make sense here, because this card talks about focusing on matters of power and restrictive beliefs. So, divine lineage, certain beliefs here have been keeping you limiting you, keeping you or this person away from what is truly meant for them. So those things are being cleared, even if it may seem like you're losing. So we have divine other. All right, so gut check. Trust your intuition. Pay attention to how your body responds. And we have alchemy with Nefertiti. So these two, masculine, feminine, coming together, they're divine counterparts, okay? And I think I mentioned that earlier. They are divine counterparts, but this masculine is having trouble understanding that. That is why he needs to reconnect with his inner child and believe in magic and dreams and all that again, you know, get out of this cynical place, this place where he's been conditioned, okay? That this person, yes, this person is your counterpart, and they might be having a hard time believing what's happening, etc. But it's like, pay attention to your body. Your body is giving you the signals. Trust your intuition, right? How do you feel around this person? How do you feel when you think about this person, when you're in this person's presence? And trust what you're feeling. You're not losing your mind. You're not crazy. But here, someone's showing up as their authentic self. That is definitely where their power lies, okay? Got 888. infinity, infinite abundance, interconnection. Yes, beautiful. So with that, let me see the energy card, energy oracle, and then I might actually get into the tarot for a little bit. But let's see. The garden and the gate. Right. So we're in transformation and limiting beliefs, power. Somebody is stuck. They have, so for this, it could be both of you, but they're limiting themselves because it's almost like settling, okay? So it's like they have this beautiful garden and this gate, but they're scared to venture out there, you know? Venture into the unknown, because it's like this fear again of, what if I lose this beautiful garden that I have if I go looking for more? But it's like they want more, but they're scared to go after it. And this person might have this belief that what they already have is already more than they deserve, you know, when in reality, what it is they're holding on to is not deserving of them. It is like minor compared to what it is that is meant for them. But it's like they have trouble believing that they could have more. Yep, we've got the world on the bottom, all about expansion and, you know, letting go, going on the journey, etc. Victory. All right. So there is victory for this person, but they're scared. They're scared to go after it. And it's like they need to speak up about what it is they truly want, but they're scared to do that. And on the bottom, we have deceit. So it could be them lying to themselves or somebody deceiving them. There is somebody or people in their energy who are deceiving them, though, because there's some benefit that they bring to these people. And if they were to realize their full potential, follow their heart, etc., these people would lose control over them, would lose access to them and whatever they bring to their life. And they don't want that. But it's also, these people are also, they have their own fears that they're not good enough. It's like they don't want this person leaving them behind. It's like because honestly, if this person gets on their journey, gets on their path, and realize their full potential, then what excuses do they have for not growing? They have to face the reality, look in the mirror, and realize that the life that they have, it is because of the choices that they're making. And oftentimes, even in our own families and stuff, we have people will discourage us from growing, from following our dreams, plant fear in your mind, kind of like make you think your dream is far-fetched or ridiculous because things like that don't happen to people like you or people like us, is what they say. Be grateful for what you already have, but it's like you can be grateful and still want more. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. And you know, you start doubting yourself. It's a lot easier for them to tear you down than to have to sit there and look at their life, look at themselves in the mirror when you make it, right? Okay, so we got Angel of Love. All right, so between the masculine and the feminine, there is love there. There is a very, very intense love. And through this process of alchemy, this is why this person's body is reacting to this, to their divine counterpart. Okay, the love between them is very strong, and they are being pulled towards that person, to that direction. Especially when they're in solitude, that's when they connect with this person. They're connecting through their heart space, connecting in love. When they're in solitude, the distractions are not there. People are not there to plant doubt in their mind. They're not overthinking everything, you know. Again, with the purification, detoxing of their energy, all the external things that they picked up are being purged, which allows them to have this pure connection and really listen and feel and trust what they feel. Yeah, this person's been experiencing a lot of anxiety. They're just worried. Something happened. It's gone. It has passed, but they're still, however, anxious. And I believe this may be whatever betrayal they've been through or they experienced. It may actually have been quite recent. But yeah, they were worried about something because we have door to romance. They're worried about entering this door. The door is open, but they're scared to step in. And we have care and connection, right? So 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, but this is related to the 3rd chakra. There is some communication that needs to happen, some communication that's coming though. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we do have a beautiful love connection coming for someone. Both of you might be concerned about this and anxious about it. But you gotta trust it. Trust your body. Trust what you feel. And know the difference between your intuition and instinct. Instinct will have you running out of fear, especially if you've had some not so great relationships in the past. You're probably in this place being scared of repeating the past, you know? But if you have learned the lesson, which is like the course of suffering ends when the suffering, when the course of suffering ends, the suffering ends. So you gotta trust that, yeah, you did the work, you learned the lessons, you learned what you were supposed to learn from these past relationships. And you can't change the past, but you can take what you learned from the suffering in those relationships and do better, move forward in your next relationship. And that may have been the purpose of these relationships, to teach you, get you prepared, again with alchemy, help prepare you for this beautiful divine connection that is meant for you. All right, so someone is definitely, you know what's interesting, we got walking away, and now they're stepping out of the gate. So they're locked within the gate, now they're stepping out of the gate. So this is actually very beautiful right now. They're making this decision to leave things behind. There's still this anxiety because, as you can see, they are looking back, you know, because they're still like, am I making the right decision? And they're like looking at the things that they're leaving behind, right? It's a beautiful garden, but it's restricting because there's an entire world out there for them. And it's not that, so it's like, I'm getting this person saying that they should be grateful for what they have, almost feeling guilty about wanting more. But it's like, they are grateful, they like it there, but they know there's more, something more that's meant for them. And that's why it talks about listen to your gut, do the gut check. Deep within, they know something's missing. And they know exactly what that is. It's just having to have the courage to say it and to go after it. But yeah, Let's get one more of that. And I don't think I'm gonna go into the tarot with this one. I don't think it's necessary, but I'm gonna do another reading. I think, ooh, dog, loyalty, protection, and trust. Okay, so this is what is coming in this relationship, this new love, this caring connection that's coming in. And then iguana, vision, detachment, awareness, and healing. So the story behind the iguana is that they will literally detach their tails if they feel like they are trapped by an enemy, by a predator. In order to escape that predator, they will detach their tail and regrow that tail. So it's like a vision. This person wants to realize their vision, but also too, being in solitude shows them where they've been trapped, things that have been keeping them trapped. They have let these finances, this riches, this little garden over there become part of their identity, which is what causes the anxiety when they think about leaving it behind. It's like they're leaving behind a part of themselves. And this person is learning the art of non-attachment, where if something's holding them hostage, you know, they can let it go and just regrow it. So for some people, if there has been a thing where somebody has actually been threatening to take things away from them if they leave or they go a certain direction in their life, they're getting to the point where it's like the lesson of that suffering, they've learned that, they're learning that. So now it's going away. They're not attached to those things anymore. So they're letting go of the attachment to those things. So it's like those people, things, etc., no longer have control over them. And interesting. There's some healing going on, right? But then also too, with the iguana having the ability to just regrow its tail, that is regenerative healing. So it's, this person is very abundant, especially with the divine lineage here, saying that whatever they lose, again, everything is happening for me, not to me. Whatever that person loses, whatever you lose, you can regenerate that. Okay? So there's never really any loss. It's more so of an exchange of energy. Honeybee, the sacred feminine, nurturing, productivity, and divinity. So again, more of this connecting with the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy. They're very much drawn to this person, to this feminine energy. They find this energy very healing, but the divine feminine is very creative, very productive. Whatever she touches grows. So with this, once this person learns this art of non-attachment and they let go of things, aligning with their divine feminine, having this caring connection and all that stuff, that is what has been waiting for them, this infinite abundance. Earlier I talked about 888. I saw 888 in there. Infinite abundance. But in order for that to happen, they have to be aligned with their divine counterpart. But they've been trying to hold on to things that they're not aligned with. And those things look great. They have value, but it's like they're selling themselves short. And the reason why, yes, they have all these great things, but they still have this sense of emptiness, like there's a void that needs to be filled, something's missing. It's because they know on an intuitive level that that is not where they're meant to be. It's not what's for them. And it's not about like taking away from those things. It's not taking away the value of those things. It's just not for them. There's much more meant for them, and those things are keeping them limited. Fruit fly. New beginnings. Sweetness now spoiled. So what I'm getting, there is a new beginning, and then back to everything happens for me, not to me. They were holding on to things that were way past their life, I guess. Things they needed to let go of, and because, so it's giving more of like divine intervention, because they were holding on to things that were not flowing. They were not in flow. And what happens when energy doesn't flow, when things don't flow? It becomes stagnant, like water gets stagnant, then you have bacterial growth. That's going bad, and it smells horrible. And then you can't deny that it's bad. So, I don't know, peaches. Somebody might be from Georgia, just really like peaches. However, or somebody was sweet as a peach, but now it's like their true colors are showing. They're not that sweet person, or whatever life they've been living was very sweet, and now it's not, because that life was meant to be temporary, and it's like the discomfort sets in, the suffering sets in to force them to move. So it's like they got way too comfortable where they were and did not want to leave, even if they were getting the signs to move. Okay. So that could also be for those where there's some betrayal involved. That could be what that betrayal is. Being betrayed by someone they thought would never hurt them because this person was so sweet, or this life, etc., whatever, this job, whatever it was they were holding on to was just so perfect and just so sweet, you know? Yeah. But now it's not. Now we have Komodo dragon. Ancient knowledge, choices, dreams, inner healing, and the fire element. So we got a pair here crossed. All right, ancient knowledge goes back to this divine lineage. So anyway, and we have the divine feminine energy here with the honeybee. On the bottom I have the divine masculine, talking about abundance as well. So it's like the two of them coming in alignment is like power couple energy is what I'm getting here. Power couple vibe, like very abundant on their own, but together they're forced to be reckoned with. Okay, so yeah, this is where I'm gonna close this one out. And if you haven't already, please like and share the video, and I will see you next time.